You mentioned Colombia. We're now going to move over to Colombia. So absolutely delighted to invite Andres Barrios from Teleperformance to give the TP Teleperformance story as well. Thank you, Andres. And I know it's very early in the morning for you. Thank you so much for joining.
Hi, Carrie. Hi, everyone. Thank you for inviting me. Yeah, it's a little bit early, but it isn't that early to discuss such an important topics like impact sourcing, in essence. What to say about this? You just said that we can spend hours and hours talking about the different paths and the different avenues we can actually go and try to discover around impact sourcing and how big of an impact it is in society. Let's say in Teleperformance, the picture today is we're on the north of 410,000 people with presence and delivering services from 91 countries and to 170 countries, which is a huge responsibility, talking about people and talking about numbers, and how we can actually directly impact the communities we work in. But this is not new, as Dan was mentioning just a few minutes ago. This has been a driving force for many years within the company, and Teleperformance actually jumped in the opportunity to really embrace impact sourcing across all geos, all continents, but more importantly, to make it a part of its values and part of the understanding for everyone to be part of this big force. How did we get to this point? First of all, we promote a culture of acceptance and respect from within the company, and where we place empathy at the core of our actions. And that is very important because the cultural endeavor is key here. What we do with our people, what we do with the outside people who are looking at us, is very important to understand that impact sourcing is not some couple of words that came together and kind of fashionable, but also is a necessity, and it is something that is at the heart and at the core of the company, that we all experience it and we all live it together. And it is not by chance that the United Nations have it included in many of its sustainable development goals as part of each of many of them. The most important two that I would draw is promote decent work and economic growth, and reducing inequalities, which is in essence what we are trying to do with impact sourcing in the end. How we do it in Colombia? We actually put it around three main actions here. First of all, is full commitment from our C-suite. If we actually get the message down to our people, to the person who just get into the company a minute ago, but from the top down, from our CEO, is just the big beginning for this. If the whole organization is fully committed and fully convinced that this is the first step forward, this is a big win for our organization, and in case of some other organizations that want to implement impact sourcing, is the entrance into this world. The second, by doing this, by working in impact sourcing, we actually make this as a force within the company. It's not just talent. It's not just the right person to do on a specific task, but it's also a force. It is something that we all share and join in because it is the right thing to do. It makes us bigger and greater just by kind of sharing the values and sharing the all the benefits that impact sourcing brings to the table. But also the spirit of impact sourcing uh, is embedded into the culture after all those many years in which we've done it and we've promoted throughout everyone. So it means that in the end, the position or the impact sourcing within the company is only growing, and the acceptance for that is bigger than ever. Actually, our clients recognize the value and the force that it brings to the table. We do have much more to offer, but also the the beneficial cycle around it is only growing with time. In the specific case for Colombia, we are going to concentrate in only two cases today. It doesn't mean that we only have two cases to show for, but these are the important ones today. As we all know, the big migration movements in the world have come from today from the Ukraine, of course, but for many years, it's come from Venezuela. And Venezuela has meant for Colombia a migration for over 2.5 million people that came into the country with very little opportunities, and of course, with many challenges at the economical level, at health and security fields that also put the government to face the government and the private sector to face a challenge never seen before. With those, just for you to compare, 2.5 million people in Colombia is around 5% of the population. And many of them were refugees, not only migrants, but also refugees, which also put that into a different level, a more challenging level. So we began working with an NGO by the name of TAND since 2018. They are well known around the world for their work on migrants and refugees. And we put that on the agenda of many other companies in the country. It wasn't only us, it was a commitment for many companies in the private sector to do the right thing. But there is something that has to be done right. It's not only hiring people that is coming from that vulnerable position, but it's also giving them the opportunities to grow within the company, to have a career path, a real career path with opportunities and the chance to grow within the organization. And I am proud to say that today in Teleperformance Colombia, we do have many people, many people at the entry level of the company, but many others that are in leadership positions. Why? Because they also provided us with the right talent. They provided us with the opportunities to look at things in a different way than the one we were used to do it. So it has given us a different set of skills and qualities to provide better conditions and greater things to our customers, our clients and their customers. And that takes me to the second group or second population in which are really focusing right now. Yes, Carrie?
Just a couple of minutes left, Andres.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Which is the youngest, the people who just turned 18 in Colombia. And just to give you a number, 58% of of the people who are able to be working, only 58% of that is part of the informal side of the business. They don't qualify to have a pension as soon as they finish their age to retire. So this is a huge problem. So what we do in that sense? We created in Colombia over 6,000 works during 2022 for those people who just turned 18. That's the first job they ever had in their lives. So this is a huge opportunity for people who don't have the chance to go into university or to college, but they can create from scratch by having that chance a new set of opportunities for their families and their own. They can get into the university and have new chances and become an important part of the productive side of the equation. But I want to highlight, Carrie, if you allow me the last minute, I want to highlight the benefits of this, because this is what we are sitting here for. Impact sourcing promotes responsible supply chains. And this is huge for us. It is not only that we do our things, but we also help each other. And we understand the value chain and how we actually do business with people who also promote the same values and have and share the same vision. Also, social equality and diverse workforce. Very important. As I told you, it brings additional talent and additional qualities. Also, and most importantly, promotes lives transformation, career path for all, and new opportunities for communities who need that the most. And that's for me, Carrie. Sorry for the extra seconds. Thank you for the opportunity.
That was great. And in the conversation with you before, Andres, it's really, really good to hear that people in Colombia actually aspire to have a career in our sector now, more so than many other sectors. So it's definitely not an accidental profession for you in Colombia, is it? Like it has been in the UK and in the US. So fantastic. And we will come on a little bit more in the panel to discuss how you bring clients on the journey, what the challenges are.